is enough said.
Happy Taco Tuesday, Heat Nation. Your boy Ernest here. Back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Hope you guys are living your best life, staying positive, enjoying your Tuesday, thanking God that we were all woken up and blessed with another day. And now that we got that out the way, please join me, guys, as we go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. I know I say to stay positive, you guys, but I know it's a little difficult doing that with the Miami Heat having a terrible loss last night against the Atlanta Hawks. The Heat get dropped 119 to 118 in overtime. And it sucks, you guys. I know this is preseason, and in the beginning of preseason, I was always saying, let's not take this stuff seriously. It's just preseason. But the fact that the Heat have gone 0-5, and the fact that yesterday was technically a dress rehearsal where a lot of players were playing, you wanted to see the Heat get a dub. You wanted to see what this team was going to look like. And with this loss, with the Miami Heat going 0-5, it sparked a topic that I wanted to discuss with you guys. Because I wanted to post this video and hear from you guys in the comments to see where do Miami Heat fans stand? Where does the Heat Nation stand with this current team? And in today's episode, you guys, I want to talk about the possibility of trading both Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro to do a full rebuild on this Miami Heat team. Now, before I move forward, because I know the moment that I said that, there's going to be some people already running to the comments complaining and not going to watch the remaining amount of this episode. But before I start the episode, I want to say right now, I don't want to trade Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro. I think that this Miami Heat team, on paper, with a depleted Eastern Conference, have a shot to make some noise. Now, is this a championship contending team? No. Probably not. You look at this team and you notice they may be one piece away from truly being a contender. The Miami Heat, in my opinion, they're right there in the middle, where we've been for the last few seasons. You know, if we win 5 extra games than people think, then we're going to be right there in the East. But if we lose 5 games less than what we think, we're going to be hovering right there in the play-in. And that's where the Miami Heat are. We are the mid-tier team of the Eastern Conference. We're not contenders, but we're not the bottom of the barrel. And in my opinion, that is basketball purgatory. And it sucks. Because you're going to go 38-44. You're going to have some great games. You're going to have some bad games. But you're not going to be competing. You're going to be competing, but you're not going to be contending. So why do I talk about trading Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro? Well, first and foremost, these are the last 2 guys truly remaining on the Jimmy Butler era with this Miami Heat team. I mean, you could say Terry Rozier, you can say Jaime Jaquez, but really, Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro is pretty much what's left of the Jimmy Butler era on this Miami Heat team. And it's an era where you were seeing that this Miami Heat team was a true contender. Oh yeah, you can say Nikola Jovic was a part of that era, but he didn't really play in those championship contending teams. He was more of a bench filler in the 2022 and 2023 season. But you look at this roster, you guys, and you look at Bam and Tyler being what's left and remaining from the Jimmy Butler era. That was a team that was looking to contend for a championship. You trade Jimmy, and you're thinking, okay, this team is going to be led by Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro. The problem with that, Tyler Herro was always getting injured, and Bam Adebayo hasn't really stepped up and became that player that a lot of us thought he was going to be. Now, you look at these two in their current situations. Bam Adebayo has 4 years left on his contract, the 4th year being a player option. Next year, that Supermax extension that he signed kicks in, where he's making $51 million. Tyler Herro, who is extension eligible, has 2 years left on his contract. These are players that you can deal and you can get draft capital. And why am I saying this, you guys? I have nothing against Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro. I think that these 2 guys together really make this team well-rounded. It's just the pieces around them. But this is the problem that the Miami Heat have had for years. You have Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro, and you're one piece away from truly contending. You have Jimmy Butler, who's been that guy. But unfortunately, during the Jimmy Butler era, somebody was always getting hurt. This team was never healthy in a playoff run to make a true run. And they've even done miraculous things being depleted. So I truly feel that if they were fully healthy in the 2023 season, 24 season, 2022 season, this Miami Heat team could have at least won one championship. But because of injuries, we were held back. And then you look at what Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro are going to mean to this roster. They're both young enough. Bam is 28, Tyler's 25. I truly feel that you can still build around them. And hopefully you can either trade or draft a piece that can be that guy. But what we've noticed with this Miami Heat team, where we're usually drafting in the middle or the end of the first round draft, you're not really getting that guy that's changing your franchise. And as far as trades go, the Miami Heat have got bitten in the ass for so many years now. So at what point are we going to say, let's do a full rebuild? Now, I've heard some Miami Heat fans claim for a rebuild. I've heard some Miami Heat fans say, continue to go with this team. And what I'm going to say and remind everyone, the trade deadline is in February. So do I think the Miami Heat should trade Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro now? No. But I think the Miami Heat should maybe consider it moving forward. Why am I saying that? Well, Tyler Herro is going to miss the first maybe 20 games of the season, hopefully less. When Tyler comes back, I think that this offense is really going to move good. I really believe, you guys, that this roster currently constructed, I know there's been some people in my comments that have said that this team is ass, but I'm not going to take the preseason that seriously. I mean, I'm going to look at it and think there's cause for concern, but it's not really hitting the panic button yet. But here's the thing. This team can't get a win in preseason. This team is going to be fully hampered with Tyler Herro. I've mentioned in the past that if the Miami Heat can go 500 when Tyler gets back, we can carry that momentum in some winning basketball games. But let's say if the Miami Heat are in a situation in the first 20 games of the season where you're 5-15, and then Tyler comes back and the chemistry isn't really there. Well, I think that at that point, it would be time for the Miami Heat to maybe go in a different direction. Bam Adebayo, you guys, who does have 4 years left on his contract, is not a guy that you can look as your best player. But he will be one hell of a complementary piece to a championship contending team. Now, I've mentioned this before, you guys, but I'll say it again. The perfect team that Bam Adebayo can play for, that would make them instant contenders, the San Antonio Spurs. You put Bam Adebayo next to De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama, oh my God. And not just the Spurs. There are so many teams that can use a guy like Bam Adebayo and that can make them instant contenders. And not because Bam is going to come and change the franchise offensively, but it's because what he does defensively. He is an amazing complementary player. You put him next to De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama, where Bam doesn't have to be a focal point in the offense, where he can truly play his game, that's going to turn that team around. And there's so many other teams, the Rockets, the Dallas Mavericks, oh my God, almost every team in the NBA can use a Bam Adebayo. Almost every team. All the contenders can use Bam, even Oklahoma. So this is where the Miami Heat would be buyers at this point. Because I think for a Bam Adebayo, you can get anywhere from 2 to 4 future first-round draft picks. And the Miami Heat, who have pretty much all of our draft picks except for next year, which is lottery protected for Charlotte, but the Miami Heat have a lot of their draft picks. And if you're able to get more draft picks, now you're going to be doing what the Oklahoma City Thunder did. That's what the Miami Heat need to look at. Now, you look at a guy like Tyler Herro. Tyler, in my opinion, can be the perfect number 2 player on an NBA team. Or he can be a building block for a team that's looking to retool. With Tyler, I think the Miami Heat can easily get 2 future first-round draft picks. So if you're able to trade both Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro and you can get up to 5 to 6 first-round draft picks, that's going to change your franchise. Let's not forget that the Miami Heat own our 2026 first-round draft pick. So there's a lot of players in the draft class, you guys, I'm pulling it up right now. I mean, you have, oh my God, you have so many options. I mean, you have this kid, Darren Peterson, AJ Diambasta, Cameron Boozer, Nate Amit. You have Chris Kinnick. You have Mikel Brown, Cameron Lopez, Dash Daniels. I mean, there's a lot of guys that are in this draft class that can help this young Miami Heat roster move forward. And if you're able to trade Bam and Tyler, now your other players that are considered role players can finally step up, and we can finally see who can be the true diamond. You can see Kel'el Ware, Nikola Jovic, Jaime Jaquez truly unleash their development. You can see what you have in Pallel Larson. You can give the keys to Kasparis Yakachonis. You can see what you have with Kashad Johnson. And let's not forget the fact that Andrew Wiggins and Terry Rozier can both potentially be off of your roster after this year. You could even trade Andrew Wiggins to the LA Lakers. Take that BS trade, but that gets you a first-round draft pick. If you're able to move Wiggins, Bam, Tyler, and get like 6, 7 first-round draft pick, that's incredible. You also have Norman Powell, who's on an expiring contract. This can completely change this franchise around. But here's the thing. We have a man in this organization by the name of Pat Riley, who does not tank, who does not look at rebuilding during the regular season. I truly feel that Pat Riley is going to see what he has with this roster, and he's going to continue to push it. Now, that could lead to a 38-44 record, play-in tournament, or the Heat can shock people. Win over 45 games. Be a top 16 in the Eastern Conference. I truly feel that this Miami Heat team can be that. I understand that we're 0-5 in the preseason right now, but it's preseason. What I think is the right decision, let this team play in the regular season. See what you have. The trade deadline isn't until February. You can be sellers, trying to get rid of Bam, Tyler, Wiggins, or you can be at a point where you're buyers. You can take a Terry Rozier, a Jaime Jaquez, and a future first-round draft pick, send it out and get a player that can help this team win now, like a DeMar DeRozan or somebody in that quality level, someone that can come in immediately and can contribute and can make this team a well-rounded basketball team. So Heat Nation, this is the question I pose for you guys. And I'm doing this video because I want us to have a conversation in the comments. Do you think it's time for the Miami Heat to fully get rid of the Jimmy Butler era? Trade Bam and Tyler, see what draft capital you can get, and build on these young guys? Or do you feel that the future is now? And with Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro leading this youth movement, that somebody else like Kel'el Ware, Kasparis Yakachonis, Nikola Jovic can step up and be that third guy next to them and can help this team compete. Kel'el Ware's a diamond. Nikola Jovic is a diamond. Kasparis Yakachonis is a diamond. We don't know what we have with Jaime Jaquez, Kashad Johnson, and Pallel Larson. But I think this season's going to be fun. And if it's bad, and if we go to the trade deadline in February and we are 10 to 15 games under 500, then I think, yes, entertain the idea of trading these guys and getting as much draft capital back. You can also do it in the offseason. Tyler and Bam are contracted. But if you do it during the regular season, you may be able to get more draft capital. So I want to hear from you, Heat Nation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you like today's episode, don't forget to like the video. Please, guys, don't forget to click that subscribe button. We are almost at 7,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for your continued support. I love you guys. I pray for you guys. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. And that is enough said. Yeah, buddy.